Hello, hello, hello. This is Trina Boyd. I wanted to do a video and kind of talk about servicing with the rise and what to expect and how it works when you are actually working. So what I'm going to do is share my screen with you, and I am going to show you exactly what Arise put on their website for you to look at. So if you are looking at my screen, before I get into this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So if you're looking at my screen, you will be able to see where it talks about servicing client opportunities. So it says the clients using the platform are often the leaders in this industry, in their industry, many are Fortune 500 companies, which we already know that. We know you are able to set your own hours, right? But it does also say is that please note that the following hours are available on a first come basis. So it is beneficial to select servicing intervals, which are 30 minutes increments as soon as possible. So basically, Arise have a set day. I don't know what day is different for different clients, but they have a set day where they release hours. So if you do have, I know they do priority for people who actually have a good score. Like if you have a good quality score, they will favor you in reference to that. They'll give you more hours, release more hours, and if you're failing in your quality, they will limit your hours. I know that for a fact. So it's on a first come, first serve basis. So make sure you're getting your hours in as soon as possible. Another thing is that more servicing intervals are available during a client's peak demand. So one of the clients is a tax client. They have peak hours of when they actually they have a lot of hours. Basically, that's what it means when they have a lot of hours. So with that being said, make sure you are in on that. And sometimes they'll even give incentives for people who pick up more hours because you're making your own hours. They can't like tell you when to work. So it also says that they provide detailed information on each client opportunity, the hours of servicing, and peak demand hours for the client. So be sure that the hours align with your desired schedule before you express interest. So make sure, because you're making your own hours, make sure you are able to work those hours. They say certain client opportunity or certain client programs have specific servicing hour requirements, which will be detailed in the opportunity. So basically what they mean by that is if you work for a certain client or a tax client, they have certain hours of operation. So some clients may be 24 hours, some clients may be from 8 to 5, some clients may be from 8 to 8, some clients may be from whatever it is. You just make sure that before you sign up to train with that client that you check the hours, their hours of operation before you sign up, because I know a lot of people who do this type of work, they are looking to be able to make or work hours around their schedule. So that's one of the purposes of servicing with Arise. Let's see, say the hours of servicing. Okay, we talked about the peak hours. So and say, for example, some client programs require weekend servicing. So yeah, some of them do require, a lot of them, I would say 90% of the clients require weekend servicing. So just make sure that you know, it's not a lot of hours though. Maybe sometimes it's 30-minute increments, which is basically 3.5 hours. Just note intervals are 30 minutes. So that's another thing I wanted to kind of discuss is what that means when you say increments or intervals. Intervals are 30 minutes. So if you select if you select 2 intervals, that's 1 hour. If you select 7, or if you select 10 intervals, that's 5 hours. So just know, just divide whatever you select by 2, and that's how you're going to get the number of hours. Let's see what else. So weekend servicing. Some do require servicing on holidays. That's what the things say, or servicing on certain holidays. Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you want to know like where you can get the servicing hours for each client, what you would do is go to the website, log into Arise portal, and under information, it tells you that. It also says to be thorough review of the opportunity and statement of work to ensure you have selected the client that you will have no problem servicing. And that's pretty much the hardest part, I would say, for a lot of people, because they're trying to match their schedule up with what the client is requiring. A lot of the clients just require you to work 15 intervals. 15 intervals is 7.5 hours a week. I mean, anybody can do that in their sleep. So yeah, so that's important to know. So that's why a lot of people, I don't tell people when you sign up to work with the Rise, I don't tell you that you can work full time, because it says the hours or the intervals are on first come, first served basis. So it's not that you can work full time. You can work a lot of hours depending on what client and when the peak season is. So for the tax, 40 hours. But my thing is with that, I don't promise that. I don't say, hey, you can work full time. No, this is for part-time opportunity. So if you're looking to work part-time, this is what I would say. Even though you want to make good money doing it, just make sure this is not, just know this is not full-time hours. Note for certain client programs, if you or your company is a top performer, you may have first choice of hours. So that's another thing when you sign up for IBOs. If you're signing up for a top IBO, my IBO was top IBO in North Carolina a couple of years ago. But even with all of that being said, if you are a top performer individually, you would get first choice on hours. Remember I talked about that earlier. If you are a top performer meeting quality, you will get first choice on hours. The better your company and your agents perform over the time, the choice of service and times you may have. So with all of that being said, make sure you are performing well to the best of your ability. If you have any questions in training, make sure you ask the trainer, because it is very, very, very important that you understand what is going on when you get on the phones. And a lot of times it's going to take practice. It's going to take practice by being on the phone. So take advantage of that if this is something that you're serious about. But this is all I want to talk about today, is just servicing with the Rise, what to expect. Like I said, we don't guarantee hours. And that's a brief about what we talked about. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a great one.